Hello, everybody. This is Big Tuna coming at you with another episode of Sid Meier's Civ5, Brave New World. Coming at you with, another video with Elizabeth's England civilization. And a bit of an apology. I know the last video ended a bit abruptly. Something came up in the middle of recording. But do not despair. I'm going to make it up to you guys. This video is going to go to turn 175 as planned. And then we'll continue with the 25 turn cadence per video that we had set up before. I just wanted to... So there are a few things I want to talk about before proceeding. One of them is just the fact that, look, for some of you hardcore Civers, or even not hardcore, just like regular Civ players out there, you might notice that I'll address the elephant in the room. We're not killing it, as it were. For our tradition game, I think we're not dead last. We're definitely not irreconcilably behind, but we're behind, and we're behind in some pretty key areas. Look, this is just out of 6. Like, our best stats were like 3rd on the map, and we're like behind global average for a lot of stuff. Soldiers, luckily, we're not too well. Yeah, we're behind soldiers. We're very far behind our neighbors, Poland, in terms of soldiers, though we do have a declaration of friendship with them. We're behind global average in science, and we are we're pretty far behind Poland in literacy. So, look, I get all that, okay? And that's, it's not great. I don't think it's the strongest start I've ever had to a game. That being said, I think there were some things that, some hard decisions we had to make at the very beginning as far as settling. We poured all our resources into making a semi-crummy settle. York is a good location, but there aren't any luxury resources online that are close by that were unique. We did pick up some copper, but the gold was just a little bit too far away. But we had to settle it for defensive purposes. And yeah, I think that quick settle kind of set us back a little bit. We just had a lot of considerations to weigh early. We also weren't able to get happiness early, which kind of stunted our growth. And I'd say we're behind in growth. I think we're catching up. Within the last video, we definitely caught up a lot. But I think we still have a lot of catching up to do. So we luckily we were able to lock down Notre Dame, which is one of the best wonders in the game, in my opinion. Just 10 free happiness right there. Also 4 faith. And luckily, we picked up a religion that gives pagodas, which is 2 happiness, 2 faith, 2 culture. And as we continue to spread our religion to other cities, we're going to be able to pick up pagodas in each of those cities as well. So excited to do that. But just like moving forward, I think my general plan is definitely to pick up some population and also to pick up some happiness. So we're working Circus Maximus in New York, which is definitely something I'd be excited to pick up. But we're waiting on the National College, which we're very far behind for the National College, frankly, and I'm not proud. Rule of thumb is you tend to want your National College around turn 100, so we're coming in really, really late with that. But the good news is, I think we're in a really, a lot of our hard work is paid off. We are, I believe, in a really, really good position moving forward. The good news is I think we have enough happiness now to go ahead and plant that 4th city we've been talking about, which is right next to the natural wonder Grand Mesa, +2 production, +3 gold, which will be a nice boost to the empire. It looks like we're losing gold right now, but we're actually about to finish 2 within a couple of turns. Let's look. Within 1 turn. In fact, I think I can get this road hooked up this turn. Boom. Well, I don't know if... It won't show as built until next turn. Yeah. So and then in 3 turns, the road from London to Hastings will be built, and that'll help the infrastructure of our empire, but also help get our gold going a little bit, which is great. So I'm excited for that. So I want to say my very short plan. Obviously, we want to finish National College and Circus Maximus first, and then as soon as Circus Maximus is done, I'm going to go ahead and plant that settler. Right away, just get that city planted, get that city underway. And then what I want to do, because we're still a little bit happiness strapped, I want to put a lot of focus on growth in the capital. Because remember, we get +1 gold, but also +1 happiness for every 2 citizens in the capital, which means it's essentially half as expensive to grow in the capital as it is anywhere else. And I think that can help us get more total population on the board, which is something we really need. And, we want to catch up. It's going to help us catch up with the rest of the world. So, anyway, yeah, that's kind of my plan for now. I think we can afford to focus on infrastructure because Poland, they're friends with us, and they're friends with us. I believe they cannot declare war on us until the Declaration of Friendship expires, and that's 39 turns from now. So we have the next 20 or so turns just to build up our infrastructure before we have to maybe think about building some more units to protect us from the outside world. So anyway, I'm going to take the most advantage. So this cargo ship, I'm going to wait one more turn until the granary is up in Hastings and then send it back to London to grow London. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this turn. This guy cannot continue to build the road. I'm going to have him get a farm. So let's also do a quick worker count really fast. Is there a worker? There's no worker in York. We have a lot of the resources hooked up in York, but not a ton. So there's 1 worker here. We got 2, 3, 4. And if we have 5. Okay, we have 5 for the whole empire. The general rule is you want about 2 for every city. And we could probably get away with 9. We have some smaller cities, maybe 8 or 9 total. So we're going to want, I think we're definitely going to want to get a worker out very soon, especially with this new city underway. So we're going to want to keep an eye on that. So we only have 5, so we're not quite living up to that as it is, and we're not quite living up to the requirement as it is, and we have another city coming. So yeah, we're going to want to focus on getting that next city up stat. I am just going to do a quick pass. Okay, nobody has any unique luxury resources to trade us. I still don't want open borders with Poland. I'm a little bit skeptical. They're good friends, but I don't want to give them the advantage of coming and looking around our lands. Great, and just like that, it's an expensive road, but it's definitely netting us some income now. So we got the road between York and London built. It now doesn't take nearly as long. Let's say we want to send a swordsman back to London. It's only 3 turns through pretty rugged terrain. That took 7 turns before. So really a great infrastructure improvement. And then we'll have another one in 2 turns connecting Hastings and London. So that'll be great. I'm really excited about that. Going to keep this swordsman here. These crossbowmen, composite bowmen, I want to upgrade eventually to longbowmen. But we do have our first longbowman in York. And as you can see, he can shoot pretty far. If they were to bring naval units here, or if they were to embark units, we'd be able to hit them with the longbowmen. And then as we upgrade, and this is from the capital, as we upgrade all these guys, we're going to be able to do a lot of damage to them before they can reach us, which is an exciting prospect. So yeah, we want to keep ourselves defensive. I'm going to go ahead and just send this internal trade route back to London. Again, I want London to grow as quickly as possible. And yeah, we're kind of focusing on growth in London now. I'm just going to lock these tiles down. Focus on growth. So we'll get that, put even more production towards the National College. Okay, we got the granary in Hastings. That's excellent. I'm going to go ahead and send that food trade route. 8 more food per turn to London. So 23 food per turn, which is great. And yeah, so this guy finished the road. I'm trying to think of where to send. I think I am going to have him... Yeah, I'm going to have him continue to improve stuff in London. Actually, yeah, let's go ahead and pick up that sugar. We can trade that away for happiness. I am very happy Riga wasn't able to scoop that up. And we have a granary. So this is a bit of a thinker here. So part of me, I'm thinking I could get a worker out of Hastings, but I want Hastings to invest in its own infrastructure. I'm wondering whether I should get workboats out right now or just get a workshop. I think I'm going to go ahead and... forge. Yeah, each source of iron by the city produces one. I'm going to go ahead and get that forge in Hastings. Okay, so here's something else. A nice tidbit is because we have tradition, when these cities all grow to pop 10, like we should still be focused on growth for them because we get that next pop point for free for all three of them, which is another great thing about tradition. So yeah, I'm going to focus on growth. In York. Yeah, we want that. We want York to go ahead and grow. Whatever. I'm going to let that guy do his own thing. Yeah, we have a lighthouse coming, which is going to increase growth in Nottingham. Anyway, all right, let's go to the next turn. Sorry, Poland. Maybe we should take the deal because we probably gain more from being able to navigate through their lands than they do through ours. But I don't know. I'm wary to let them know what our empire looks like. Yeah, so let's get that sugar hooked up. And then this is really just like building. So London is pop 15, which is great. Got that other city connection up, so great. This is, look at our gold. We went from negative to positive, and our infrastructure is better. Doesn't physically look like there's a road. Okay, there we go. It rendered. Awesome. I'm going to send this fella down. I want him to continue to build out the infrastructure, or like oh, oops. I meant to have him build a farm, not a trading post. I'm probably going to stall that. Get that national college in 2 turns. Again, way behind, but we are going to gun for universities and just try to get universities up as quickly as we can in all of our cities. I acknowledge that we're playing a bit of catch up here, but I think we now have what we need to catch up. Oh, we can't. We actually cannot build a farm here. I forgot because it's a tundra. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that trading post then. Nottingham, I want you to focus on. Yeah, there's just not enough growth in Nottingham. In fact, if we have, like, how does it change the stats if we work? Does it? So we actually lose production by working the specialist. Whatever. We'll wait to grow a little bit. That lighthouse is definitely going to help. So yeah, we want that settler to build a city on turn 10, on when Circus Maximus is built in 10 turns. Picked up theology. With civil service is going to be great. That's also going to be a big boon for growth. We can also get some pikemen on the map. To be really nice. All right, our science is not excellent, but at least we finally got our national colleges up pre-turn 150. There's so many things that I think it would be beneficial for us to build. Be a great boost to growth to get a lighthouse in the capital. But we also want to get our culture game going. I'm going to eke out a worker in 2 turns. I think that's a good move. And, okay. Actually, we can get a worker for 5 in Nottingham. These are all good points. Okay, so the production in Nottingham is also not good. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to get a shrine out of Nottingham. Because I want us to continue to be able to produce faith. Okay, we have a little bit of extra money. I am going to use it to just upgrade to longbowmen. I definitely want those in York. I'll sleep easier at night knowing that this city has a bunch of longbowmen in it. Oh, and we got our first spies. Excellent. And we also got a missionary, which is very welcome. Okay. So just a logical place to save the game. So here's the thing. We want to be able to use our spies to, spy on the to spy on the civ with the most science, and I think that would be Poland, but I don't want to piss Poland off. So I think what I might actually do is send a spy to spy on somebody with like slightly more science. I think I'm going to, this might seem goofy to you guys, actually. Yeah, I want to improve diplomacy. I want to keep diplomacy good with Poland. This might seem like a stupid use of my spy, but I'm gonna go ahead and just straight up send him to Warsaw as a diplomat. I think we're really served by good relationships with Warsaw. And then we're going to know if relationships sour, like we're going to get that intrigue from them. We can still be stealing text from another civilization. And I think when I'm not sure who to choose, I tend to choose the biggest city on the map. Looks like Indonesia, they're far away from us. I'm not worried about them, you know, getting mad and invading us. Whereas with Poland, I am. So I'm going to send that spy to Indonesia. And then I would like to send one to Riga, because that silver and horses would be good. But I don't know. I don't think we necessarily need to do that right now. It's just good to get that extra, get that extra spy. And I feel better with a diplomat in Warsaw's capital now. If they can be friends of ours, it's worth that investment to me. For sure. Okay, this worker, I'm just going to have him continue building stuff up. And we have a missionary. The missionary can't spread anything yet. Declaration of friendship. Yeah, let's keep working together. Korea's not the strongest civ on the map for once. Usually they're incredibly strong. I don't know what happened. They just didn't get going. Okay. So a bunch of our happiness deals just fell through. But is there any reason we wouldn't be able to get those back? Great, they like us. Happy to get that happiness back. I don't know. I'm not sure if he really likes us or if he's just messing with us. But again, happy to get that happiness online again. Always good news to do business with Poland. Okay, so we did get a worker out of the whole deal. That's great. We have so much to do. I am going to get a writers guild. We want to get our culture moving and shaken for sure. And I'm going to use this missionary to spread our wonderful Buddhist religion to Nottingham. Great. And we picked up some followers right away. They have converted, which is just really grand news. So we are working the fish. Okay, and look at this. Yeah, we're now making a lot more growth. Let's see if I focus directly on growth. We're making a lot in growth now. In Nottingham. Oops. Yeah. I am going to move this fella over here. I just want to... Oh, let me get the 2 food there. Okay. So we're going to grow pretty fast. Another trireme would be good. I always thought their production was languishing a little bit. Their gold is not good either. There's a lot of great things. I am going to invest in the production building in a stable because we do have horses right there. I just want their production to be better. Just going to focus there. So how many turns left on Circus Maximus? 5. Okay, I am going to switch. Let's go ahead and get that settler. So we can do a settler in 3 turns. Nah, let's get the settler. 22. I'm wondering if can we pick up any extra gold out of this? It doesn't look like it's worth fiddling. I'm happy with 3 turns for a settler. We can get the settler out there. We can have them ready to just be like planted and start working. 1, 2, 3. That'd be great if we could. 1, 2, 3. It'd be great if we could like plant a like somewhere here and like nab that gold. That would just make me a really happy guy. But I just don't think it's in the cards. Oh, we never improved this pasture. Let's send this worker down to improve the pasture. That's something we want. York. Seven turns left. So I'm thinking now that all these cities are in turn 10, maybe I'll let them all grow to size 11. And then, no, you know what? I actually am going to have them, I'm going to have the other 3 cities avoid growth. Or no, I'll let them grow. I'll let Hastings grow to size 10. York is size 10. I'm going to avoid growth and have them focus on production so we can get Circus Maximus in 4 turns. And I'm really only going to grow in this new city and London for now. I don't want us to get like too much of a happiness penalty. I want to allow our new city to grow. I'm going to allow them to grow soon, but like I think once I'm feeling satisfied with the size that London and the other city get to. Okay. All right, so we're making a little bit extra gold here. I am curious if we should just... So 1 turn we'll be able to get that stone. I'm going to have that guy just skip the turn. Got a little bit of extra cash again. I'm just going to like keep investing and upgrading these guys to longbowmen. Seems worth it to me. All right, and then Hastings, I also am now going to avoid growth, just go in production mode. Great. So that guy is just he knows to work that stone. I will get that farm hooked up because it has access to fresh water. Okay. The game wants us to settle and get that gold on the other side of the mountain range. I just don't think it's in the cards. I would rather settle right here on this hill. I know there aren't many resources. Like, it can eventually grow to that sheep, but we're not going to be able to send workers to work it, are we? I mean, it's not an excellent tile, but I think I think because we already kind of picked up the sugar, I think we can afford to build, I don't know. We want that city. We want an extra city. And yeah, I'm feeling pretty bold by just letting that guy go unescorted. I just don't, there's no like barbarians in our lands, so I'm not feeling super scared about it. Okay, we got the settler out. We don't want to settle him until we have the Circus Maximus in 2 turns. All right. I'm going to go for the lighthouse. That's a lot of growth to say no to in the capital. So I want the lighthouse. Then I'm probably going to build the guilds. I'll probably knock out all our guilds at once just to help get our culture game like really moving. All right, as tempting as it is to found this city, I'm going to wait on Circus Maximus in 1 turn. Again, we're kind of taking advantage of our isolated start to just really build up our infrastructure. Oh, yeah, okay, so we have this extra sugar. We can trade that away for some silver. Oh, great, we were able to use that silver right away. We scooped something up from Rome. That's excellent, excellent news. And yeah, we're still like putting money into... Okay, we were getting GPT from trading our copper away. Okay, we can continue to use money to like get our military. So we have 4 longbowmen now. Like, you can see how far these guys can shoot. Look at that. Like, every time they're like passing, an enemy would pass through like the rough terrain, we could just hit them with arrows. Okay, so we have our Circus Maximus. Oh, and we picked up... Okay, so we are in a happiness boom right now. This is really, really good news. I am going to look around really quick and see, does anybody have any unique luxury resources? It's always good to be scanning and locking it down if they like suddenly pick up a resource. The answer looks like no. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this city founded. Again, it sucks we can't get those horses. And it doesn't, I mean, like, it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to work a ton. This may not end up being a huge city, but, like, we can send internal trade routes and help it grow into something meaningful. But, yeah, I think we want a 5th city on the board. And it's going to, it's going to have a lot of production. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. All right, Canterbury. Great. So we have a 5th city on the map. Always exciting. Yeah, we can still use that sugar tile. I think that should belong to Canterbury. I want to be getting that gold and getting that growth early. And I'm trying to think about what this city needs. Now, a granary is obviously something it would want. But, monuments are always excellent to pick up. But I really think it needs a library and then a university. I don't want it to hold back our Oxford University. So I really think we should just get to work on that. Obviously, we want to get farms up there. Now I'm curious. I think we should maybe scrap this cargo ship and build a caravan. Allows research. When can we pick up another... Allows the establishing of an additional trade route. So once we pick up education, I think we should go into Compass from there and get another internal trade route. But we need to get Canterbury off the ground. So I think we should, as sad as I am to do it, we should scrap this cargo ship. And now that we have Circus Maximus, I'd be down just to build a caravan and send it to Canterbury. So we were getting a lot of gold before. Can we get that? Can we get 7 gold? Great. So it seems like there's a lot of people on the globe who like us, and that's certainly good news. All right, education. We have a city. Oh yeah, the city was automatically connected. Look at we're making some gold now, which I'm pretty happy about. A lot of our infrastructure is coming together. Definitely not upset about that. Okay, so we have a lighthouse in London that's going to allow for a lot of growth. So we want our science to get off the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and get that university. We need to catch up. We're 3rd. Okay, yeah, like our numbers we're not great, but like we're 3 behind Poland. We're at global average now. But yeah, we want universities in every city. We want to ride that train and keep catching up in science. You do not want to get too far behind in science. Recruit Scarlet Warsaw uncovered that Casimir is plotting against us. How many turns do we have left on our... That's bad news. But see, this is why you send a spy. Oh, they don't like that maybe they don't like that we settled. So we should be wary. They officially have, okay, we have 26 turns. I don't think they can attack us within those 26 turns. I am going to build up fortifications in York, including I think I'm going to build some, yeah, we should go for Compass, and we can get some galleasses, which will eventually upgrade to ships of the line. But if they mess with us, yeah, we'll take them out. I think we'll be able to defend. I mean, our soldiers are very bad. We're behind the global average. But again, we're kind of taking advantage of like the natural buffer of the mountains. But yeah, I mean, we have been kind of focusing on infrastructure. And I think maybe like once Hastings gets its forge put in place, it should start. I think we should focus. Maybe like every city should be building at least 1 military unit moving forward, like when they're done building what they're building. And we'll just kind of rotate that way. That way we won't get too far behind. Now we have like a little bit of like our money can kind of help support a military, which is what we want. But yeah, these longbowmen are making me rest a little bit easier. So like part of me really wants to rush workers, but part of me is thinking like, what, I don't really actually have that much land to work. Especially, like, we can only really work with things on this side of the mountain. Here's the thing. If Casimir is plotting against us anyway, I'm a little tempted just to, like, buy up this tile. Because if I buy up this tile, it's going to give us, like, the chance that we expand to the gold. Which would really be awesome for us. So I may just do that in the next turn. If Casimir is pissed anyway. Yeah, I'm going to set this guy to auto. I mean, they can't really go wrong. Definitely get a farm up for a little Canterbury. Yeah, unfortunately, we cannot send a sea trade route to Canterbury because it is inland. So we're going to have to do an internal... Wait, is there a reason we can't send... Oh, okay. Yeah. +4 food per turn is going to help them. It's not as good as 8 food per turn. But it's something. Man, Machu Picchu would be great. +25 gold from city connections. Like, how much are we making? Man, so that would be an extra 10 gold per turn. That would be pretty great. But no, I mean, like, our economy's okay. I don't think we should go wonder chasing right now. I think we have a lot of other building to do. So what should I build? Yeah, I should get a university up in York. And I think I should get a university. We just don't want to fall too far behind in science. Kind of like I said. So yeah, population-wise, we just want to keep scaling London up. And then Hastings, okay, they might be the first city that I use to... I know I should be getting all these fish hooked up. But yeah, like, I think each city should build some kind of unit. And I'm going to get a longbowman out of Hastings. I just want to use our unique luxury unit. I'm going to have this worker just go and do whatever it is he wants to do. Just work away to his heart's content. Let's see if Riga... They're not friends with Poland, so that's great. They don't have any quests for us. They don't have any quests. I just don't want them to befriend Poland. I have seen civs, like, plot against, quote-unquote, like, plot against us, and then not want to invade. Okay, so we should absolutely pick up astronomy. That will allow us to get observatories in every city. Or at least all the ones that are next to mountains, which I guess are Canterbury and York. And, oh, and Nottingham. I think it's a plus 50% science in the city. Oh, I got another missionary. I should have used that. Okay, let's switch to pagodas. Okay, we picked up a university. Great. So we're continuing to scale up our science. Oh, and we picked up another internal trade route. Okay, we have a lot of things to produce, and I acknowledge that, but let's get another caravan out to send to Canterbury. When Canterbury is a nice city, kind of managing its own affairs, I think we'll be happy we did that. I want to do a research agreement, but let's go ahead and buy that tile I mentioned. Poland's going to be mad we did it, but yeah, let's do this. Let's buy... I know we're spending 100 and... Oh, man, the cost went up. Okay, in one turn, we're going to buy this mountain tile, and then we'll be set to grow to the gold at some point. I'm hoping. With any luck. Okay, let's get this hill. We will... So Hastings is converted. Let's convert York. Actually, I think if we do a quick stopover in Canterbury, spread some Buddhism to them, they'll surely convert. Okay, so Buddhism is, it's underway. Spreading our religion a little bit. It's not horrible. It's not great, but... These workers are just really stepping in to help out Canterbury. That's great. Just, again, continuing to work. I know we're not working Grand Mesa yet, but we will. We certainly will. Okay. I really wish we could just buy up the gold, but you can't buy tiles that far away. So, we're very likely pissing Warsaw off now, but I don't know what... I don't know what we should tell them, like... we got to look out for our own needs here. See, look at those roads. Man, remember when it used to be like 5 turns to get from like here to York? Not anymore. Yeah, infrastructure is what it's all about. All right, we converted York. Excellent. So I think we're like continuing to get gold from all of our citizens. Like our economy is up and running. England is starting to hit its stride. I do want to get some galleasses. I might even build 2 galleasses in New York in the next few turns. I think after we get the university up there. Okay, so we'll send this caravan to Canterbury. Just continue to help them grow. We got our caravan. Okay. So now we have some interesting decisions to make. We haven't heard anything about Rome. I just want to make sure we don't get invaded by Rome. Allied with Florence. Tradition, liberty. Part of me wants to build defensive units. I think I'm going to invest in a Writers Guild. Just to get that extra culture. You know what? I am going to accept. I'm going to allow Poland to go into our territory because they can't. There's not really anywhere they can go. Look at that. Sejong picked up Statue of Zeus. Man, they are flailing. I mean, look at that. They just cannot get their civ moving, which is great. You don't want a powerful Korea is a pretty scary Korea, honestly. So it's good that they're not doing too well. Man, that Machu Picchu is staring us in the face. The thing is, there's a good chance we pick it up, and that would net us a lot of gold. But we have other things we need to build. Man, a market would be good too. But no, we need to increase our security. I'm going to get a galleass in New York. And I'm going to go ahead and lift the growth restriction in these cities. We have a lot of happiness. I want to get Canterbury to about 10, probably. But it's gonna be hard to get it to be an enormous city because it doesn't have a ton of resources to work. I wonder. Oh, it doesn't have a monument. It's actually not growing at all. Yeah, we have to. It's 280. I may just straight up buy it a monument. It's gonna take too long to produce one, probably. So our science is starting to sort of pick up. Oh yeah, that was a good deal what they just offered us. What? What? Okay. This is actually pretty hilarious. The AI will sometimes come with a deal, and then if you accept it, they'll say no. Okay, 7 gold per turn is good. It's not as good as the original deal he offered. I should have just accepted that, but I'm not hating it. Okay, I am going to prevent growth in York again. Nottingham. Oh, Nottingham. Gonna avoid growth here as well. Oh, and we can steal a tech from Indonesia. Okay, I guess we have to get chivalry. All right, just another tech in our favor that we were able to pick up. Canterbury, you are keep on keeping on. Good job. So I'm actually feeling like we have a decent amount of workers on the map. There aren't too many unworked tiles. Yeah, they are kind of filling in the gaps. We just don't have a ton of land as a civ. So yeah. Okay. We picked up the Writers Guild. Artists aren't super helpful. I don't really plant artists. I tend to use them to create golden ages. So I might just put that off. I think if I'm trying to get a cultural building, I'm gonna go for an amphitheater actually, and then I should definitely get a market in the capital. I want gold. Okay, we got our longbowmen. Okay, we're building a military unit right now, so we're kind of following our rule. I'm gonna get that university. Got to get our science hooked up. Okay, and I'm gonna just move this guy. I'm gonna send this guy over to York just as backup. This guy can hold down the fort in Hastings. Have we not had a military? Oh my god, we haven't had a military unit in Nottingham. That's not right. Man, that's so much gold we've been losing. Or not really gold. We could have had a military unit in Nottingham. But, like, we just haven't. And we could have had it maintenance free this whole time. What can you do? Well, I should get an archer in there at least. I don't want Nottingham to be, like, completely unprotected. You know what? Yeah, we can be friends, Iroquois. I don't really care. If it helps improve, I don't see you like coming and exploring our lands much anyway. All right, astronomy on the board. Renaissance. That means we can start work on rationalism. Okay. Our culture game is not great, and we do need to work hard to kind of get that off the ground. The thing is, I would have been more committed to getting, like, naval units out to explore, but we have met everybody, and I feel like I have a decent understanding of the map. Like, that's one of the benefits of Pangea, I guess. If we were on continents, I feel like I wouldn't have been able to do that. Like, there's a lot of the map we wouldn't have met, so we would want to like, rush caravels and get them out there. Man, part of me, like, we're so far behind in science, I almost just want to work this university. Or do I just get a longbowman to protect? Like, I don't see a land invasion coming for us, and if there is, like, if Rome invades by sea, we might be in trouble. But they don't have, like, huge cities on the sea to, like, send units. I'm gonna just go for this observatory. It may not be, I don't know. We need the science. All right. An additional trade route is something we definitely want. Here's an interesting thought. Well, I don't know if I really care about the World Congress right now. I may not want it. I would maybe want zoos later. I think we should do privateer to get our ship in the line online. Because then if Poland pulls anything and we have a couple ship in the line here, they're toast. I think we need to use our unit, our special unit. So when we get to 280, we will go ahead and buy a library. Again, I'm just going to put this guy. Okay, so, like, he doesn't have anything to do. I didn't think I'd be in a position to, like, start deleting workers. Okay, so we got our Gallius. We do have open borders with them. So we can use this to kind of explore a little bit more. Okay, I might wait until we can get ship at the line and just, like, build a ton of those. This might be stupid. I'm gonna pick up an amphitheater. Our culture is lagging. We need I know it's not gonna help us, like, in the war effort, but let's just get this guy in. I mean, he may be, like, freaked out that we're trying to invade him. 13 turns left in our friendship. Oh, man. So Casimir, yeah, he wants to make a rush on York. I think, I'll get a castle there after the amphitheater. Canterbury has grown. Great, just... London is continuing to grow. Okay, at this point I do want us to be protected. If Casimir... Yeah, I think I want to get some military units, so I am going to get a longbowman out. And I'm going to buy the monument in Yeah, just it helps to get that monument online. Got us a little bit of culture. Now the city can grow its borders a little bit. Yeah, I'm actually just gonna set this guy. I'm gonna let him just kind of explore. We can get a. I have like a rough idea what the coast looks like, but this can really solidify that idea for us. Yeah, so they look like they might be trying something. They got muskets. I'm curious why. Oh, I guess I can't. So York is technically not next to a mountain, so I can't get an observatory there, which sucks. So only 2 of my cities can have observatories. Doesn't matter. I still would have made the same decision. Yeah, let's just keep on growing London. We want a huge London. Yeah, getting some ship of the line out would be great. How much to upgrade this guy to a caravel? 160 gold. Okay, noted. Another good thing about getting this amphitheater is it'll increase the culture in the city. And then, like, hopefully that'll speed up the time and they can pick up that gold resource. Casimir is constructing. Okay, like, so that's some intrigue. Hello, everybody. Sorry about that. I had to step away for a second, but I am back. And yeah, we'll go ahead and close out this video. We got 3 turns left. So yeah, I think we do want to focus on producing military units just to, like, I think we got a little cozy. We are getting a little bit behind Casimir. We're the last on the planet, but not to worry. I think we can scale up our military pretty quickly. I don't think we don't need to go tit for tat or have as big of a military as him, but we do want to keep, I think our land is pretty secure now with all of our longbowmen, but we also want to keep we want to be able to keep our water, navally we want to be safe as well. So I am going to keep producing galleasses. I think I'm also going to allow growth in York, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to do a food focus for now, because I do want York to be bigger. I want it to have a lot of citizens. Okay, so we got the library. I'm going to go for the university, just because I want to be able to get Oxford University and help us catch up in science. So that is something I'm going to do. Let's see here. Great. But yeah, London is scaling up nicely. I'm happy with the growth that we're seeing in London for sure. All right, yeah, another longbowman. I'm gonna go ahead and, because it's maintenance free, I'm gonna plop that guy in Nottingham. How much for a university? University is probably really expensive. 660. No way we're gonna buy one in Canterbury, but we'll build it. It'll be less than 22 turns. And let's get another. Part of me wants an artist guild, but again, I don't think it's worth it just for the golden ages. I think we should get I'm actually, let's see here. Do we have any unworked? We don't have any unworked tiles. I'm gonna go ahead and get a galleass, because again, that updates to a ship of the line. I should probably get some pikemen too. If I see that he has some knights out there. Canterbury has grown. I'm trying to like scale Canterbury up. We're gonna want we're definitely gonna want a granary there at some point. So Casimir, Smag Machu Picchu. We're friends with the Iroquois. Glad to be friends with Korea for sure. Have a nice little love triangle going on. Can we ask them for a declaration of friendship again? I doubt they're going to want to re-up. I don't even think we can ask them. I'm trying to think, like, see what we can do to maintain our relationship with them. Maybe I can get them to declare war on somebody else. I don't know. We'll see. We have... They're not... I think they're... 6 turns left. Okay, they are probably going to reject Declaration of Friendship again. So we just got to be ready for that. So is York... We got that extra growth. So York is going to take over the mountain tile. But then, is it going to go for that gold? We shall see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. You guys have been really, really awesome. We are nearing... That is the end of the video. Yeah, I think we should be happy. I mean, again, we're not chart topping. We're not doing great. We're playing catch up in a lot of ways. And it does seem pretty active. We've been told by like our own diplomat and also by Poland that... by our own diplomat in Warsaw, as well as the Romans, that Poland is plotting against us. They have a pretty powerful military, the most powerful on the planet. We have the weakest on the planet, but I think we can catch up. Like we're starting to scale our units. Okay, actually, something I'm going to do here. I don't think we're spying on Rome, but we're spying on Indonesia. Let's go ahead and move our... Indonesia has the least science. I just want to remember to do this. Let's move. Okay, so we get a technology in 4 turns. We should then move to our spy to Rome. I'll try to remember to do that. Anyway, guys, you guys have been awesome. We are scaling our population up a little bit, which I feel good about. We're going to continue to do it, continue to grow in London, continue to grow in Canterbury. We're going to get our ship of the line hooked up. And once we're going to I think we should just keep spamming them until we don't have any iron left. I think we should also kill this swordsman and like sell him off and just get a 6th ship of the line out there. If we build them all in York, Poland's not going to mess with us. And if they do, they're going to be very, very sad because we can just spam and take over their cities. Doesn't seem like they have much of a navy to speak of. I'm not seeing one. So I think after navigation, we'll probably go for printing press, and then we can get zoos in every one of our cities, and that's going to be an extra 8 happiness for the empire. Actually, I'm sorry, an extra 10 happiness. Oh, pagodas went up in price. That sucks. So yeah, we have a lot going on, a lot of exciting stuff. I mean, I think we have been able to get away with not developing much of a military so far, which is good. I mean, I think we've been able to use this natural formation to protect us a little bit, and we've been able to get our infrastructure, our feet under us a little bit. We're going to have universities in every city within 15 turns, and then we're going to be able to build Oxford University. So that's not a horrible spot to be. I think our science will be like fairly up and rolling by then. Yeah. So a lot of exciting stuff on the horizon, but that will all be saved for video 8. Is that? Yeah. Next video is video 8. Crazy. Well, yeah, you guys have been a great audience in the meantime, and I will catch you in video 8. Take it easy.